Revolutionizing air travel, discovering 100% sustainable flight fuel.
Today, we take you on a journey to discover this revolutionary concept of 100% sustainable fuel for airline flights. As concerns about the environment continue to grow, climate change and all that, we're finding out that a sustainable airline fuel and other fuels is crucial. So we're going to introduce you to an air travel revolution here. That's right. We thought that you should know about this transatlantic flight that just took place where this jet operated on 100% renewable, carbon neutral, green, whatever you want to call it, airline fuel.
100% sustainable aviation fuel. That what makes this fuel different, other than the word sustainable, is that it's composed of 100% organic material, which means that there's decomposition and renewable in other natural forms and can be continued to be used.
Would it be okay with you if I asked you to please listen closely? We have an extra surprise for you if you stay until the end.
Yes! Yes!
Now, what's so remarkable about this? It's that this is the first time that this has ever happened where a flight, a commercial airline, used this type of fuel with passengers.
A Virgin Atlantic passenger jet flew from London to New York and was powered entirely by Sustainable Aviation Fuel, or SAF. Remember that, SAF.
This is part of efforts to showcase the potential of low carbon options that the airline industry, which currently accounts for 2 to 3% of all global carbon emissions, gives them a chance to start making some changes there.
Virgin Atlantic says the fuel used in this flight was mostly made from used cooking oil and waste animal fat. Yeah, waste animal fat. And it was mixed in with a small amount of synthetic aromatic kerosene made from waste corn.
So this is the first time that a commercial airliner has ever tried to do something like this successfully, and they were successful at it. And this starts to showcase what is possible for the airline industry coming here in the future.
Yeah, I think it's pretty amazing that Richard Branson, who is the founder of Virgin Group, was one of the handful of passengers on the flight.
So from Branson, what he said is basically that what we're hoping for is by doing these test flights and being the first, the pioneer with 100% clean jet fuels, 20, 25 years from now, basically we're hoping that most of the airlines can have an alternative fuel to use that supports a healthy environment.
That's right. The industry hopes that the Virgin flight will highlight to governments around the world that there is a need for them to provide financial support to make sustainable aviation fuel more readily available.
Currently, the SAF, this accounts for less than 0.1% of total global fuel costs, and it's about 3 to 5 times more cost to buy this as regular jet fuel that's being used today.
Really, I kind of like what Branson said, and I'm going to try to quote him if possible. It's going to take a while before we get enough fuel where everybody's going to be able to fly. But you've got to start somewhere. And if we can't prove it can be done, could be done, you would never get sustainable aviation fuel. If we hadn't proved that you could actually build planes made of carbon fiber, and then, they wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. So you've got to make these first steps. End quote.
Airlines are banking on this fuel made from waste to reduce their carbon emissions by up to 70%. But the limited supply of this fuel and the cost of the materials, the cost to produce this right now on a large scale production, it's way too much. But as everybody knows, things when they're pioneered, they're more expensive. And as the technology and the production and people start to adopt it, find better ways, it will eventually come down and it will eventually be some sort of fuel of choice for the airlines.
But the benefits of sustainable fuel are immense. Not only does it reduce carbon emissions, but it also decreases air pollution. It improves air quality and promotes a cleaner future for air travel.
Introducing a 100% sustainable flight fuel that's made from renewable resources such as the algae, plants, even garbage and household waste. This innovative fuel will reduce the greenhouse gases and the dependence on fossil fuels.
But how does it work? I mean, how really does this sustainable fuel work? Well, I got an answer, because I think even if I can figure it out, it's quite simple. Sustainable flight fuel goes through a production process that converts raw materials into a carbon neutral fuel. This means that the carbon released during combustion is offset by the carbon absorbed during the growth of the source material.
Eventually, 100% of all fuels will be in some sort of renewable or inexhaustible form. It's like the futuristic Star Trek and other sci-fi space engines that just they fuel up, but they get to go forever and ever and ever. And everyone knows that change is coming, whether we like it or not, in the energy market. And Richard Branson, he's just a small part of giving back to the environment and contributing to helping out this climate change and renewable energy. Virgin Atlantic, the airline company that he holds, they're the first ones to use this carbon neutral jet fuel, SAF. So really, I'd like to wish them thank you for trying this out for being the first one, and wishing the entire industry luck, because once one person gets on something, other people will come in and they'll start contributing. And that's really what we need, is we need other people to contribute, to learn from one another, and as a whole planet, have better choices for sustainable energy that don't add to the bad atmosphere, let's just call it, so we can all have a better planet and stop it from going to a spot where we don't want it to go.
And don't forget, we have a surprise for you. Yay, surprise!
So thank you for watching the video at Go Green Hub. Stan and I, we appreciate your time. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. And in the comments, if you found something that we need to know about, please let us know. We love comments and we love replying to them. Thank you and have a fantastic day.
Hey out there, we would like to give away one of these coffee cups or a Go Green Hub water bottle. Anyway, we're going to give away one, so let us know if you're interested. Give us a comment and we will draw for one free coffee cup or Go Green Hub water bottle. Yes, the Go Green Hub is the go-to source for all things of sustainable energy and transportation.